Oh, you just stopped in time. He danced all the way through. That's one of your favourite songs, clearly.
Life is a roller coaster. Go on, what a song.
It has been a roller coaster, hasn't it, for Ruben Amorim? A year in charge.
Yeah.
Have they got any better in that time?
I think they have. I do like him. I think everyone, and me included, are frustrated by the way he sticks to his system. He's very adamant, I'm going to stick to this system, I'm going to stick to this system. But I think he's brought in a few players now, in Buemo and Cunha and other players that he's brought in that are suited to that system, they're effective in that system, and you're seeing an upturn now in their performances as a club and as a team.
Do you kind of respect the fact that he says, when we were talking about discipline in the past, weren't we? He's saying, well, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is my way, and we're doing it this way, whether you like it or not. And he has stuck to it. Is there something to be admired there?
Yeah, I think maybe that he's used that as a fundamental of discipline that he has, that we're sticking to this system, they're my rules, this is how it's going to go. And fair play to him. In recent weeks, he's turned it round, and Man United are looking quite good at the minute, actually.
When you were playing, away at Old Trafford, etc., I mean, did you ever think we'd get to a stage where Manchester United are thinking that the top four might be out of their reach?
Unbelievable, yeah. I mean, going there, every time we played Man United, it was the best players in the world that were playing in that team. And you had one of the best managers in the world. And you had the aura of Manchester United. That's, over the last 10 years, has faded away, and they need to find that again. They need to utilise the Man United effect, the Man United aura. They need the a manager to come in and really be effective, and they need the players to perform. And it looks like they've brought in players that are the Man United type players, and they're producing now. So fair play to Ruben. He's stuck at it, and he's been highly criticised, hasn't he, bless him?
Well, he has, but they have turned since just before last international break to now. They've gone unbeaten. They're 7th in the table. What do you think their aim is now? I mean, it was title or nothing for Manchester United. Right now, after a poor season last season, I think they finished 15th in the table. What would be a good season this season?
I think they'll have an eye on where they're sitting at the minute, the way they're performing, the way the confidence and the...
We're only 1 point outside the top four, I should say.
That's exactly. So where they're sitting at the minute with everything that's going on, I think top four they'll have an eye on. They'll be fancying, look, we can have a go. If we continue to perform, we continue to develop, they'll have their eye on that top four, I'm sure. But how do you judge a good season from Man United? I mean, they're still the biggest club in the world, and winning the league is what they expect. But as the fans and the club at the minute are probably where they're sitting now, pre-international break, they'll be coming back thinking, look, we go back into that winter period, have a good period of playing, picking up points. Top four could be a possibility.
Well, get the fan view now, because James MacDonald joins us live. James, we've been asking if Manchester United have improved since Ruben Amorim has come in. So in the last year, what do you think?
Yeah, absolutely improvement. Like I've always been saying, it's been incremental improvements. But looking at where we were as a club last year, not so much just on the pitch, we've massively improved.
Is the jury still out on Amorim?
For me, no. I think he's kind of proven himself that he's moving us in the direction that we need to be going in. He's managed to kind of weed out a lot of the players that we didn't really want at the club who didn't want to be at the club, and he's doing things his way, and we are seeing green shoots of recovery there.
David, is it something also to be admired from the Manchester United board that the easy thing to do would be to change the manager?
Yeah. But
actually, Sir Jim Ratcliffe came out and said, well, he needs 3. He didn't say he's going to get 3 years. He said he needs 3 years, and he has stuck by him. There has been improvements. Yeah. Whether that works long term or not, is that also something to be admired, that the board are sticking with their man?
I think that's brilliant management from them. I think with a club like Man United, it operates differently to potential smaller clubs where you can make changes because you've got to stay in the league, you've got to pick up results. I think what they're trying to look at is build a long-term project. I think Arsenal did very well with Arteta in the early days. They trusted what he was doing, his methods, and you can see this season that potentially it might finally pay off for him. So I think Man United have sort of followed that template, and I think it's a good decision.
Yeah, a lot of messages on the bottom of the screen, kind of a mixed response as to whether Manchester United are better than they were this day last year. But James, I mean, in the last year, you've won at the Etihad. I believe you've won at Anfield as well, haven't you? But you've also lost to Grimsby. How are you going to get that sort of consistency and have the highs outweigh the lows?
I think long term the highs will outweigh the lows, but yeah, that Grimsby night at Grimsby was a bit of a low point. But yeah, we have had some stuff to cheer about. But I think going forward, there's going to be more happier days than Grimsby days like that. I mean, look at that. That was
It's
a
wasn't
dark moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bad night for you and the fans. There was a message on the bottom of the screen there from someone called Ian saying that Manchester United will never return to the days of Sir Alex. Is that quite, I suppose, realistic because of the strength of the Premier League, or have you got hopes that you can do that?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the heights of Sir Alex, that is a monumental thing to achieve. So realistically, I don't think any club in England would do that. I mean, City are the ones who've come closest to it, and I still don't think they've achieved half of what Alex Ferguson achieved. So yeah, to say that we're going to do what we did with Fergie is very ambitious.
Right, James, great to speak to you. Thank you.
Good, mate.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.